walk outside at night, it will be daylight in here at the same time as on the other side of the world.
I'll give light to men, but I'll never be liked or unpleasant. I'm a faithful wife means I have the word, and I'll never let Basani worry if I can help it. I hope God figures it all out. Welcome home, my husband.
Thank you, darling. I'd like to introduce you to my friend. This is Antonio, my dearest friend. We are closely tied.
You should be kind to him, as he tied himself up so much for you.
But I've been paid back well.
Sir, welcome to our house, but action speaks louder than words, so I'll cut short these polite words.
I swear by that moon over there that you are doing me wrong. I'm telling you the truth. I gave it to the judge's clerk. But I hope the guy I gave it to be castrated since you are getting so upset about it.
What? An argument already? What's the matter?
We are arguing about a hoop of ball, a cheap little ring she gave to me. It had a little inscription on it, and that type of poetry. It says, "Love me and do not leave me."
How can you talk about the quality of the poem or the value of the ring? You swore to me when I gave it to you that you will keep it with you till the day you die, and it will be buried with you. If you didn't want to take care of it for my sake, you should have done it because you made so many vows that you would take care of it. And now you come to me saying that you give it to some judge clerk? No, I swear to God, that clerk will never grow a beard on his face.
He will, if he lives long enough to become a man.
Yes, if a woman grows up to be a man.
I have to be honest with you. You were wrong to give away your wife's first gift so thoughtlessly. A thing you swore to keep on your finger and bound faithfully to your body. I gave my lover a ring, and here he is. I swore he wouldn't leave it behind or even take it off his finger for all the money in the world. To tell the truth, Graciano, you're giving your wife a valid reason to get upset. If it were me, I would be very upset.
Maybe I should cut off my left hand. I swear I lost the ring defending it.
But Bassanio here, my dearest friend, he gave his ring to the judge, and then his clerk begged for mine. Neither of them will take anything but the two rings.
Which ring did you give away, my lord? Not the one I gave you, I hope.
If I could make things better by lying, I deny it. Because you see, my finger doesn't have any ring on it. It's gone.
Just as there's no ring on your finger, there's no truth in your heart. I swear I'll never get into your bed until I see the ring again.
Me neither, until I see mine again.
My dear Portia, if you knew to who I gave the ring, for whose sake I gave the ring to him, why I gave it to him, and how willing I was when he couldn't accept anything but the ring, you wouldn't be so angry.
If you'd known how much that ring meant, how much the woman that gave it to you is worth, or how much your honor depends on your keeping the ring, you wouldn't have let it go. Who would be so unreasonable as to insist on getting a ring if you defend it with any kind of seal? Who would have so little self-restraint as to insist on getting a ring with ceremonial value? Nerissa's got the right idea. I'll bet my life you gave some woman the ring.
No, Madam, I'm sure no one got it from me, but an expert in civil law who refuses 3,000 ducats and instead asked for the ring, which I denied him. I watched him leave, looking discontented. What could I say, my dear? I had to send the ring to him. I was ashamed and wanted to show my manners. I just couldn't dishonor myself by acting so ungrateful to him. Please forgive me, my good lady. If you had been there, you would have begged me to give him the ring.
Don't let that lawyer ever come near to my house, since he has the jewel I loved that you swore you'd keep forever. I'll be as generous as you were to him. I'll recognize him all right, and I won't deny anything of mine, even my body or my husband's bed. So don't spend one night away from this house. Watch me like a hawk. If you don't, if I'm left alone, I swear I'll have that legal expert as my bedfellow.
And I'll have his clerk as mine. So be careful when you leave me to my own devices.
Well,
Go ahead, but don't let me catch him, because if I do, I will break that clerk's pen.
All these quarrels are about me.
Don't be upset. You're welcome into our home in spite of everything that's going on.
Portia, please forgive for this mistake I have to make. All these friends are my witnesses. So I swear to you, I swear by your beautiful eyes in which I see myself reflected.
Did you hear that? He sees himself reflected in my two eyes, so that means there's two of him. He should swear by his two-faced self, and that's an oath I'll believe.
Nay, but hear me. If you forgive my mistake, I swear I'm never going to break an oath with you again.
I lent my body once to make him rich. If it hadn't been for the man that now owns your husband's ring, I'd been lost. I bid a guarantee again, promising my soul this time as penalty, if he ever breaks a vow again knowingly.
Then you'll be my guarantee. Give him this and tell him to keep on to it better than the other one.
Here, Bassanio, swear that you'll keep this ring.
By heaven, it's the same one I give to the doctor.
I got it from him. I'm sorry, Bassanio, but that legal expert slept with me in exchange of that ring.
Too, Grazia, but that studied lawyer's clerk slept with me last night in exchange for this ring.
What? This is like fixing roads in the summer when they don't need to be fixed. Why did you cheat on us before we deserved it?
Don't be cross. You all look confused. But there's a letter. Comes from Padua, from Bellari. Read it at your leisure. There you'll find out that Portia was a lawyer and Nerissa was a clerk. Lorenzo here will testify that I left this house just when you did, and just returned. I haven't yet entered into my house. Antonio, welcome. I have better news for you than you expected. Open this letter. Then you'll find out that 3 of your ships have suddenly arrived in the harbor loaded with a great deal of wealth. You'll never guess what a coincidence it was that I came across this letter.
I'm speechless.
Were you the doctor and I knew you not?
Were you the clerk if my wife is gonna cheat on me?
Yes, but the clerk will never do it, unless he grows up to be a man.
My sweet lawyer, you shall be my bedfellow. In my absence, lie with my wife.
Madam, you've given me life and given me a living too. I've read in this letter that my ships have come safe to harbor.
How are you, Lorenzo? My clerk has some comforting news for you too.
Yes, and I'll give him for free. This is for you and for Jessica. It's from the Jew. After he dies, you'll inherit everything he owns.
Ladies, you're dropping bread from the heavens to starving people.
It's almost morning. I'm sure you're not truly satisfied about what happened. Let's go inside and we'll answer all your questions truthfully.
Alright then. My first question for Nerissa is whether she's ready to go to bed now, or wait till tomorrow night, since there are only 2 hours for the morning. When the day comes, I wish it were the night time, so I could sleep with the legal clerk anyway. In any case, I won't worry about anything for the rest of my life but keeping Nerissa's ring safe.